Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee this morning. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. The gizmo says it's like 47, something like that outside. I see a few puffy clouds, but really bright and sunny. So I thought I'd wear my beautiful orange. Since it's going to be cool, I put it on the other day and it was not quite cool enough because this is a very warm sweater. But today seems like it might be a good day. Although we do have a cold front coming through according to Dennis, and it's going to get much colder. In fact, he's talking about bringing in his lime trees, which means I need to clear room on the table for his lime trees. Oh, and I'm going to bring my flower in, see how long I can have it growing in the house. The other ones, all the other ones are dead, but that one beautiful red one that I love, I'm keeping that tag and buying some of those perennials next year. I'm hoping they're perennials, so I can put them in my garden. I have bulbs to plant. I do not think I will be doing that today. I will be finishing my advent package for Megan today. I wound all my yarn for her last night when I was crafting with Christy. I'm confident that I am not returning any yarn to her that she gave me. Very confident. Well, plus last year I used up every bit of that yarn she sent me on my sweater and my cowl. But I am very unconfident that I'm not sending her something that I've sent her before. But it's all nice yarn, and maybe she could use another 10 grams, right? In the end, I was going to take some of my skeins and just steal 10 grams of yarn from them so that I would know that I haven't sent them before. And I may still do that because I really don't have tons of minis. I feel like I have a giant bag somewhere, giant project bag full of minis that I can't find. That's what I think, because I have so few minis at this moment. Way fewer than I thought I should. So there's a bag somewhere, and if I find it, I might swap out some things. And also, I have lots and lots of yarn. And I'm going to need more yarn for my blanket. So I may be picking some skeins of yarn that I'm just going to periodically put in my blanket. And they would be very good candidates for minis for Megan. Sounds like a slogan, minis for Megan. Anyway, so I may not be quite done with that, but I am ready to go with them if I decide to do that. I have some more things to do today to get ready for the other parts of her package. I have wrapping to do, and I'm waiting for one last sweet thing that she's gonna love to come in the mail, and it should come today or tomorrow, and that'll be that. So right now I am assuming that I'm gonna mail on Wednesday. And hope that that's enough time to get there by December 1st. My packages have gotten there in a week. I sent something to England and it got there in a week. So, could happen. But I'm hoping that'll be enough time. And it is not late. And if it is late, I'm going to feel like a jerk because I'm such a procrastinator. But I think it'll work, and I hope she likes her package. I hope she likes her package. And so there we are. I have not heard from Shirley Knits123 since I did not announce her on a podcast, and I haven't done a podcast. I think I might just contact her and tell her, we need your address because Peggy has a beautiful skein of yarn to send you. And it's getting ridiculous because I was thinking, oh, I gotta pull for the October prize that Marianne gave us. So we need to get that yarn to someone who will love it. So I think I'm gonna contact Shirley. Since I didn't announce it on a podcast, I did announce the other winner who didn't contact me on the podcast, and on the vlog. And so, but since I haven't done a podcast with Shirley's name, I feel like maybe I'll just contact her. That's my plan, because she wants that yarn. And Peggy wants to send it, and I would love to see what she's made out of it in the Ode to Joy make-along thread, because she's active in that. So I will do that and get that moving along, because that yarn needs to go to someone who will love it. And then I will pull the winner of the October prize, which is the beautiful package that Marianne put together, which is a fingerless mitts kit and some stitch markers and a hugga package. But I'm going to contact Shirley, because we need to get this show on the road. That's what I say. And it will bring her joy. And that's the point, right? I did enjoy it. I actually really enjoyed winding up all the minis. I didn't wind them all because I had some. But don't look, Megan. Too late. But I'll wrap them so they'll be neater. And I have other goodies to go in her package, of course. And so that's what I'm getting organized today. I've been collecting goodies all year. So that's part of the plan. So that's about it. So today I'm going to work on that. I'm going to try to clean up the table a little bit, because I do think that the limes are coming in. And Dennis built a dam around the water. It seems actually, instead of coming from the filtration system, it seems to be coming from the water heaters. We have a solar hot water heater, which is really a preheater. So we have two hot water heaters down there, a solar hot water heater and a regular electric one. And it seems like the leaks are coming around those two, although Dennis couldn't figure out where. So we have the pump people coming on Thursday, but I think we're going to give the solar hot water people a call. We haven't had that system maintained or serviced since we had it put in, and that has to be 10 years. I think it was 10 years ago. So it could use a little look-see, and if it's the problem, then that would be nice, because Dennis is sucking water periodically. And if it's that hot water heater, it's not going to be solved by the people that are coming on Thursday. We'll still have them come, because all those systems down there need to be have maintenance on them. Our regular hot water heater, I don't know, 10 years old, maybe 10 or 12. Our hot water heater broke about 12 years ago, 10 or 12 years ago. And, I told Dennis, the water's funny. When I took my shower and I went off to work, and he went and stepped down in the basement, there was 6 inches of water in the basement. And, we have boxes and boxes and boxes in our basement, and we had to get a trash removal guy to come take away all the ruined books that were in boxes on the floor, paperback books. It was heartbreaking and gross. So we had got a new water heater at that point. So our water heater isn't that old. But Dennis couldn't feel anything underneath, like where it was. Anyway, whatever. We don't know what. We don't know where it's dripping from. Dennis has made a little dam down there, so it's easier to contain the water and to suck it up. So he will continue to do that, and I think I'm going to call the solar guys, though, today and get on their schedule for them to come out in case it's that. And we'll get that service, too. What the heck? Dennis turned the water off to that one in case, you know, but it holds 40 gallons, so it's still got a lot of water to leak out if that's what it is. Meanwhile, Ora has a doctor's appointment today. I think Dennis is going to take her and, you know, run some errands. And, you know, typical day. Typical day. I will confess I did make more biscotti yesterday because the biscotti is really good and it went pretty quick. Dennis is enjoying it a lot. And so, you know, he didn't think he was going to love it. And I didn't think he was going to love it because it's not his thing. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen him eat a biscotti on purpose in normal life before keto. But these are actually really good. And he's enjoying them. So they went faster than I expected. So I made more. And they're so easy. They hardly take any time, which is nice. So that's what I did yesterday, and painted a little bit and worked on my vegan packaging. So, and that's what today will be. Probably no painting unless I get the urge. And so, oh, but it's so gorgeous outside. We took a nice walk with the dogs yesterday. And, oh, and we visited Oren. She's doing good. She's doing really well. She had been, you know, low energy and before we went to the Outer Banks. And she was very perky yesterday. That was the first time I'd seen her since we got back. So it had been a week. Dennis had seen her, but I hadn't. And she was very perky and way much more herself. And I think it was just, you know, it takes a while to recover from having a pacemaker installed and being in the hospital for 9 days. You know, when you're 90. It just takes time. And I think she's really on the mend now. She has a cardiologist appointment in a couple of weeks. And, you know, that'll be good. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 3 weeks from today. And then the next day we go to Florida for Thanksgiving with the grandkids and Jason and Allison. 3 weeks. Not that I have anything to get ready or anything, but that's coming fast. Thanksgiving's coming fast. So anyway, but she's good. And I was really happy to see her so perky and, you know, she's doing well. And it was a good day for her because there was football on and then the World Series. I didn't even know the World Series was being played, although it makes sense. I didn't know who won. It has been so nice to not think about sports. I don't think about sports. But anyway, so the World Series was played last night. So she had lots on her TV that she was interested in. So that's fun. But, so we had a nice visit and then came home and Dennis, you know, sucked up water from the basement. Poor bug. But his dam held last night, and so that's great. That's great. So meanwhile, back at the ranch, I'm going to get going. I am going to, one of the reasons I'm doing this live instead of recording it is that my next thing I have to do is on his computer. So I thought, well, I'll go live, and then I'll have the computer to myself for my project. So that will be that. I think Megan's going to need a podcast so that she can show you everything that I sent her. I was telling Christy it's a lot of pressure on poor Megan because I had 5 advents last year that I showed. And I didn't buy any advents. Christy's like, you need to buy an advent. You need to give Megan a break. Because Megan's it. She feels the pressure too. And I feel bad for her. I'm sorry, Megan. So I don't know. Maybe I'll get an advent. Me and my no-buy year, that has turned out to be, well, I haven't bought much. I mean, I haven't bought a lot of things except art supplies. Yeah, right. Oh, I wonder if they have art supply advent calendars. Ooh, I might have to check that out. That would be very cool. That would be very cool. Oh, and that would take pressure off Megan. See, that's why I might need to get an advent calendar. So it's not on poor Megan's shoulders, although she knew it and she sent it anyway. She sent it anyway. And I guarantee that, well, I don't guarantee, but I suspect that she and I, as soon as I mail this, she and I are going to be like, okay, well, I'm starting to work on next year's box. I got to get my knitting mojo all the way back, you know, because I'm going to have all these minis. So, and I need to figure out what I'm going to do with them. I loved my backbone sweater. It was the backbone sweater that I did last year. That was so wonderful that I did in January afterwards, when I had so many left over, and I was so happy with that project. Of course, I'm happy with the cowl. It's still sitting here after talking about it yesterday. I'm really happy with the cowl. And since I am into cowls these days, I might do a cowl. But this one is really long. And I wonder if a smaller one, I might do a smaller one, and that would use less of each mini. And because I had a Crafty Toads Advent Mini last year, in addition to the yarn that Megan sent me. So if I did a smaller one, it would use less. It would still be wonderful. I'll think about that. Anyway, I'll take suggestions. For what to make with my minis. I'm not, I don't know if I'll take your suggestions, but I'm happy to hear them. And I might take my daughter's a very smart woman. She has a PhD. Very smart woman. So I might take her advice and get myself an advent calendar. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Especially if they have one with art supplies. I bought less this year. I bought less. Okay, I gotta go. Before I talk myself into 2 or 3 advents. Well, they have stitchy advents, so I bet they have arty advents. For people like me. We shall see. Anyway, I'm going to go. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the wishes. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Please, please, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please stay safe and stay safe.